Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. I want to take you on this adventure with me because we're going to build ourselves a virtual pinball machine. It's a barter version I get from Sharpin. Sharpin is a company based in Austria and he is selling these bar top building kits. Take that in consideration. And also you can use this like a guide if you're interested in a product that you have no idea how to build it yourself. It's quite easy. It's like let's say a little bit of IKEA furniture. I built the previous models like let's say the version 1.0 and a 1.5, but now the 2.0 is out and this is a keeper. So what I understand of, like, he did a completely redesign of the pinball machine, and the reason why, because he wanted to make like a universal casing. So in this kit you're going to get everything that you're going to need. It's plug and play in many cases. The only thing you need to do is tinkering slightly with the software because you need to go to the Play Store because these devices are running on Android boxes. But in this video I want to mainly focus on getting this piece of hardware together, because I must say that it's kind of tricky and there are some things you need to know when you're going to put it in. Oh, by the way, he's giving us like a very good explanation on paper, so also it will include that one, so it's not going to be a big of a deal. What I do like about the 2.0, we're going to get the plexi up front of the monitor. That was not like with the previous model. Maybe in the future I'll do like a side-by-side comparison with the old and the new. But I want mainly focus on the 2.0 in this video. There will be two versions out there. One with the GT King and the other one with the TX6 Pro Edition. Okay, so we're going to build basically two machines. And the reason why, because I want to review the Pro Edition and the Ultra. So what you're going to get is basically the same what I've shown you in the previous models. We're going to get some, let's say, connection blocks. I have no idea otherwise how to call these things. Every single screw that we're going to need, and some spare ones, and some double-sided tape from 3M, because we are needed to assemble it and to stick some parts on the machine itself. Okay, so let's cut it open and let's get funky. Alright, so let's first grab myself the double-sided 3M tape. We're not going to need it. It will take some time, simply because first we need to put the cabinet together. And the only thing that we need to do is getting the screws and the connection blocks. The only thing you need to do, put them on there, check the manual, because it's super easy. And you just need to screw all the parts in it to make like the cabinet itself. It is very easy to do. I'm always using just a screwdriver. I'm not using a machine, and the main reason is like you cannot basically mess it up when you're using a hand screwdriver. If you're going to use a machine itself, it's highly possible that you are going to put them in the wrong direction, and yep, you can make this cabinet crooked if you're not doing a very good assembly. So there are things you need to take consideration. I will show you later on in the video what I mean, what you need to look out for. Okay, so this is the part that is very important. You don't need to tighten up all the screws. Now you need to focus that you're going to put it in the perfect angle. If you're just going to tighten up all the screws, everything will be crooked in the end, and that is the thing that you just want to avoid. Just wanted to show you here. Be careful, make the perfect corner, and your cabinet will be very nicely put together. So that's something you need to take consideration, even that it is very easy peasy putting it together. There are some minor things you need to take consideration. Alright, so everything has been assembled, so let's go on with the show. But when we're going to connect the audio to the Sharpin machines, take consideration with the Pro and the Ultra, we're going to get two different situations. With the Pro version, we need the TX6 Pro box in combination with an audio converter. We're going to make like the digital audio analog. That's where we're going to get the biggest difference, but also when connecting it, it's going to be a little bit of a cable nightmare. We'll clean this up later on, but you can see like over there, we're going to need this box that converts the digital audio to analog, and we're going to plug in over there the jack cable into the converter. It's a little bit messy. The manual itself explains also how it works, but that's the only, I think, the biggest difference when it comes to the audio and the two boxes. But yeah, that's what we're going to need for this. So next up, we need to put the final piece of the puzzle together, because this is the bracket where we're going to mount our monitor on. Doesn't matter which version you're having, but there is a slightly different thing that I need to show you. Don't forget to plug everything in, like your video and signal, otherwise you're going to have an issue later on. And of course you need to choose the height. You can choose 3 options. Maybe in the future we'll add some more holes, so you can basically like have more options if you're having some issues with putting your own monitor in it. Because yep, you can buy this thing like a kit itself. Okay, double check always like if the monitor is in the right position. And when you have done this and everything works, I always double check everything. Then we need the following thing, like putting the plexi on and put everything on the right position. So the monitor, I need to do then double checking, put it in the right position, plug every cable in, don't forget that, otherwise you're going to have an issue. The only downside I noticed that it's very hard to reach the screws itself. Maybe you need to assemble it slightly different, but for me that was the best way. Over here you can see there's quite a difference. This can happen, so you need to put the bracket on a different level. And you know for sure everything works, you can put the plexi on, but you need to basically put the monitor in the middle so it looks very nice. But before we're going to put the plexi on, I just wanted to show you something. So I have messing around with it, like with the second version I tried to, let's say, put the monitor in, let's say, in a different way, and like I already like assembled the screws. You need to have some room on it, because yeah, you just need to slide the monitor left and right to put it in the middle so it looks perfectly with the plexi. I did an double checking with every single cable before I did the monitor, put it in this normal version, in the Pro edition. As you can see, like all the cables are way better now. Like another thing you need to check out, like you only need one tube cable for going from digital to the analog mode. So one minor things that you need to double check before you're going to put it together, and you 100% know for sure it's going to work actually. Okay guys, so before we're going to put the plexi on, I just wanted to show you some things. So first of all, this 3M round double-sided tape, what you're going to get, like you would have put it over there. This is basically supporting the plexi that it doesn't slide away beneath the two brackets at the side. Yeah, so you will find these in this zipper or plastic zipper bag and everything with the screws, but I'm going to do it differently. Of course we could do it differently. I have this double-sided tape on a roll, so I'm going to put it all the way there. They are like less sticky, so if I need to do a disassembly it will be slightly easier. Okay, so next thing, let's slide it in the right position, otherwise it looks such a weird. Alright, so the other thing I needed to do is, I think they will fix it in the future. If you want to put this screw in, it's very long and it will not go through all the way. Because this long screw which you need to use here at the back, yep, it will also lock the back plate. But guess what, he didn't drill a hole, so we need to do it ourselves. And I recommend doing it. If you don't do this, it will highly split open the wood itself and your cabinet will be ruined. So just take a couple of minutes for drilling the hole, and you're ready to go. Okay, so next up we can put on the plexi. I've triple checked everything, like it's exactly in the middle, so it looks very nice. And next thing we need to do, get our plastic strip, so we can give it a finishing touch. So the last thing that we need to do is assemble the strips. Both sides will need 2 normal screws and 1 large one, the one you know, like we needed to drill the hole. Okay, it will take some time to put this thing in, but you get the point. Okay, that's it, guys. So that's the only thing that you needed to do for putting this machine together. Like, this is maybe like a 40-minute video, but I can tell you, like, it will take you some a little bit longer, I think an hour or so. Maybe a slightly little bit longer if you're not experienced with a screwdriver, but it's a lot of fun to do. My personal nightmare is always the sticker because I'm not good at it. But overall, I like putting some things together, like plug and play. Like the buttons, the encoder board, the software, it's like an Android box. You go to the store, get yourself a Google account, and not to forget, remove the plastics. Yeah, I'm always forgetting to remove the plastics. But we're going to make a couple of main reviews of these products. Also, we're going to do a side-by-side comparison. I can see it like I pick up my older Virtual Pinball, my Sharpin. We're going to do a lot of gameplay and other stuff on this. I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit the bell, become one of the Wicked family. Let me know what you think of the Sharpin. Did you own an older version? Do you still own one? Or are you interested in one? Let me know in the comments. And it would be great to see you in the next video.